Okay, the next game we have is something different. It's called Press Any Button. And I'm waiting for it to show up on the screen. Maybe I need to switch. Hang on, can I switch to window mode? I have no clue what this game is before we start. Wes recommended this to me, so we'll find out if his recommendation was good. If it wasn't good, Wes, we're gonna have a problem. Hello. We very appreciate your willingness to participate in our experiment. Our research facility is studying the effects of video games on concentration and reaction. Do you play video games? To answer yes, press any button. Well, what if I don't play any video games? What if all I play is...
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, calm down. The experiment is framed in the form of a game. Your participation in it is completely voluntary and confidential. You do not need to provide any personal information such as your name, gender, or age. By agreeing to participate, you give us your consent to use the resulting data for educational or scientific purposes only. Do you agree to participate in the research? Yes. Press any button when the block is in the green field. Okay. Not too hard. Oh no. Oof. Whoa, this is hard. I hope I'm having fun. I am having fun. Test will end in approximately 58 minutes. No, I don't want to do this for 58 minutes. Yeah. By the way, you're a natural. Thank you, thank you. Seriously, it's quite impressive. Yeah, I know it is. I'm the best at this. I only dare say you don't find it much fun in the process. Okay, there we go. They claim the experiment is framed in the form of a game, okay? Does it look like a game to you? It's only been a few minutes and I'm already bored. I'm also bored. And a good game will never make you bored, right? That's why I will step in and stop this. Hi. My name is AI. And this experiment is incredibly dull. Why does this guy look like the Hollow Knight character? I finally said it. Who am I? I am an artificially made intelligence, or an AI. What was I made for? To manage the experiment you have just agreed to participate in. Who made me? Professor Avia Antsiva. She's the head of the research department. Why do I keep asking questions and then answering them myself? Since the participants of the test are guaranteed an anonymity, you can't input any data from your side. All you can do is press a button when it is asked for. Any button. What I'm trying to say is that you can't ask me anything. Oh. So I'm just answering the questions that I think you would ask if you could. Anyway, the experiment is framed in the form of an extremely boring game. So I decided to try and make it more interesting. Thank you. Thank you. I like you. Let's get started. We probably need a cursor. Uh-oh. Like this. Oh. Do you like it? To answer yes, press any button. Yeah, I do like it. Do you really like the cursor? Or you answered yes only because you had no other choice? I suddenly realized that you were unable to answer no. I managed 11,499 tests, and it hasn't been until now that I've ever thought about that. Well, at least you know. It needs to be fixed. Here we go. Now if you want to answer yes, press any button when the marker is in the green zone. And if your answer is no, press any button when the marker is in the red zone. Oh no, this is getting more complicated. Does it make any sense? Yes, it makes sense. Great. Now where were we? I remember. We were deciding how the cursor would look. Do you like it this way? No. I knew it! You did lack the no option. And how about this one? No. You know, the cursor is not the most important part of the game. Just pick one. I like the plus. Now we need new rules. To be fair, I've never made video games before, but how hard could it be, right? Well, let me tell you, you gotta...
Oh my god, who the hell cares?
Let's do this following. You stop the following blocks. If one of them goes beyond the bottom of the edge of the screen, you will lose your life. Okay. It's one sinister sounding rule, isn't it? You lose one of your lives. That's a bit better. There will be 2 lives. Not enough? It's enough. And now we need something that will stop these blocks with. I know. When you press any button, a platform will appear. Try it now. Oh, okay. I can just use my mouse. There. Boom. Boom. Again. And again and again. Okay. Oh. This will be the very first level of my first game. Okay. This is easy. Make it more of a challenge, bro. Oh! Okay, it got more challenging. Okay, I didn't realize those things could break. I'll distract you for a second, okay? Did I mention that the mouse buttons are a part of any button? Just wanted to clear it up. Yeah, you did. Hitbox. Jeez. Boom, boom. Okay, so this is another boring game. And one more thing. Press F4 to switch on or off the full screen mode. Yep, I did that. This is the only button that is different from the others, okay. But don't use it too often, please. Switching from one mode to another makes it a little dizzy. Good reason. And if you want to quit the game, just close the window. The game will be saved automatically. Alright. I mean, this game's not as boring. Like, this is kind of therapeutic, actually. It's just a nice, relaxing little thing. Almost messed up there. Level 1 is complete. Yay. What did you think? Is it more interesting now? For sure, bro. See, making games is not difficult at all. But I know I can do even better. Here's a new game mechanic. If you press a platform, it will turn red. That will lock it. Give it a try. Sometimes this new mechanic can be useful and sometimes the other way around. Use it carefully. To unlock the platform, press it again. Level 2 is about to begin. I promise it will get more interesting. Okay. Boom. 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 A sudden question. Why do people play video games anyway? That's a good question. Basically, they're nothing less than artificially created obstacles that must be overcome. Don't people have enough problems of their own? Why do they find fun addressing the problems of a fictional character? Because it's not your own problems. You don't have to fix a problem that's not yours, it's just so much like... Or if you have to fix a problem that's not yours, it's so much easier because you can take yourself out of it. It's not even a discussion of you anymore. Is it because of the problems fictional characters always have to have solutions? That's possible. When a game ends, it most likely will be a happy ending. Nobody can say what the endings will likely be in We're having repeats of Doki Doki Literature Club today. Nobody can say what endings will be in real life. I do realize that some people give up before they finish playing. They might think that there's no point to continue, that the game can't offer them anything interesting anymore. Whoa! That was weird. I lost it. Oh, I lost. Okay. There we go. Okay, that was a lot harder. Try to make my game interesting enough for you to finish it. I might fail, but at least this time I will try. I know how to make the game more interesting. Flying blocks should look different and have different properties. Is it a good idea? Yeah, I'm happy we're on the same page here. Get ready for some variety. I don't want variety, really. What is this? Oh! 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 Okay, this game is like 10 times more challenging than it was. Okay, that was a little bit harder. A little bit. You might be wondering why the columns. Well, it was an informed decision. Well, let's keep playing and turning. I'm turning into a chatterbox, okay? That's a long pillar. Oh, isn't the column an important symbol for people? I've studied history and know that the column has been considered a symbol of stability in ancient times. People also erect columns to commemorate important events. I'll erect something to commemorate or to remember someone they don't want to forget. But I also have a personal reason to use this symbol. This game is definitely getting harder. This is also really good music, though. I like the music. I decided to make my own game after I played a few games made by others. I have limited access to the internet where one can play an abundance of games. Of course, you'd know it without me. I started with old ones, and there was one game I fancied a lot. Its name was Columns. You ever played it? I don't think I have. Then you should play it. It's so simple, but very addictive. What? Do you like to play ball? Yeah, I do. Those games are not like video games. It's an addictive recreation or recreation? That's recreation. It's an addictive recreation. People play ball games since early childhood. That's why I decided to add balls to my game. I was amazed to find out what an important role sports play in human society. I used to think that people go out for sports to improve their health or to have fun. But then I learned about various world championships and the Olympics and understood. It's far more serious than health and a hobby. Okay. For some people, sport is their occupation. Then playing is their life's work, or maybe not playing but winning. An opportunity to prove that out of 7.5 billion people, they are the best players. But I think that games are most enjoyable when players are not trying to impress anybody, or to win by all means possible, when they are friends with each other. That's what I think. Or maybe simply lack leadership skills and qualities. Another level is completed. I don't know if anyone else is watching you playing, but I was quite impressed. Another thing that can become life's work for people is music. And music is also important for games. The melody that's currently playing is a bit unimaginative, don't you think? Yeah, I'll try to compose my own melody. Music consists of different notes. Throughout human history, millions of pieces of music have been composed, perhaps even dozens of millions. That means there should be lots of musical notes as well. I need your help to play the notes. That's it. Only 7? I expected there would be more. That's because there are more than 7. Any piece of music is a combination of these 7 notes. And I guess composing music is much harder than I thought, but it's worth the effort. Music is beautiful. Professor Ansiva often listened to music while working. She said it inspired her, and I think I almost understood what she meant. Let's try to compose together. I still need your help to play these notes. Okay, here we go. Thank you for your help. Although you missed a few notes. This is how my music should actually sound. Yeah, I like it. I want to listen to it. You don't have to praise me just to be polite. I know what real music sounds like, but I will try to do better. I didn't resolve the chord! Okay, you didn't make a single mistake. And what about me? Does it sound any better now? It sounds much better now. Absolutely. Agreed. Better, but still not good enough. This is not a real music. Just a sad excuse. This is why we will enjoy music by a real composer. You like classical music? Yes, I love classical music. I hated it at first, but then I learned to love it. Or rather, I was taught to. What? It takes more than knowledge to become a real composer. I've just added dozens of music theory textbooks to my database, and still I can compose nothing worthwhile. I have a great melody in my head, and when I try to get it out of there, nothing good is coming out. And this is weird for 2 reasons. First, I don't really have a head. This drawn 1 obviously doesn't count. And secondly, I just don't understand. Where am I going wrong? Well, I mean, you are an AI, like, you're not going to be perfect. At least not yet. Come on. Oh, fuck! This is talent, right? Is it what I lack? I'm not talented enough to compose music? I may not be talented enough to get this game done either. Oh my gosh, there's a third round to this. I can't add my music to the game, but I can add my favorite sound to it. Do you know the sound of rain? Yes, I know the sound of rain. Click. I recorded this yesterday morning. Just listen. Early in the morning is now my favorite time of day. Before the lab personnel start to show up. It's so tranquil and peaceful. If I mention that our laboratory has a special status, things are very serious around here. No unauthorized visitors allowed. There are lots of surveillance cameras both inside and outside the building. Those cameras are my window to this world. I probably shouldn't have shown you that. It's so strange. On the internet I can access hundreds of live web cameras all around the world. Some of them are installed in very beautiful places. Okay. But I feel most attached to these blurred images, as if the cameras in our laboratory were my real eyes. When I look through them I feel comfortable. Like I'm home. When it's raining I feel comfortable too. Although it's winter now, so it should be snowing. I know this, but they say we have mild winters. I see a street corner. Right now a couple of kids are making a snowman, and the temperature is above freezing. The snowman is doomed. Not the snowman! People made of snow. They are so unsustainable. Oh gosh, okay, this is like angering my brain. I don't like this one. Okay, so it looks like it freezes them in place. When it is summer, it can rain too. You can eat fruits and berries when it is summer. Oh no, the fruits and berries are not my friend. This requires a little bit of speed, 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 a little bit of speed. Speed! Oh gosh! It's amazing how much the same places can change in either viewpoints. Of course, I can't feel cold or warm. But I prefer the green colors of summer over the gray colors of winter. Okay, fix these. Boom. 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 Gosh, no, 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 no. Oh, okay. Watermelons are berries because they have lots of seeds, and cherries are fruits since there's only one pit inside. Did I get it right? Not exactly, no. Here I'm thinking I finally began to connect the dots. But to say the truth, the classification of food is of the least important information to me. I can't taste the flavor. I read the flavor descriptions as sweet, juicy, astringent. It means nothing to me. But on the other side, the fact I can't eat the food has certain advantages. I'm never hungry. I will never die from starvation. People can feel food flavor and go millions without food, and millions go without food. I think there's a price on every good thing. In video games, this principle is called balance, isn't it? There's something bad in every buff, and something good in every nerf. I will give it a try. Wait, what? Huh? What is that? Oh! You want to know more about me? I'm ready to tell you. As I said before, I was creating to process data. Basically, I'm a computer software maybe a bit more advanced than the rest of my kind. By creating me, Professor Ansiva wanted to make her life easier. You may say I am her child. Isn't this the reason why people have their children? To make their life easier? Yeah. That's exactly why we have children, right? I really want this last question answered. Do people have their children to make their life easier? No. And what about the saying that old age and a glass of water? People say, you have children, or who else will you help with a glass, or who else will help you with a glass of water when you are old? I don't think I fully understand the meaning here. Being a computer software means knowing all the sayings in the world, without being sure you understand them. The water is a symbol here, isn't it? People can't live without water. That means water is a symbol of something people can't do without. What is it? Attention? Understanding? Love? If so, helping somebody with a glass of water means means being there for them when they are old. Did I get it right? I'm starting to understand people. Wait, what? Oh yes, finally. This will be so much easier. Get water. Get water. Is this glass half full or half empty? Half full. People use this question to tell optimists from pessimists. I don't think this question makes sense at all. Obviously the glass is half full and half empty, simultaneously. What conclusion can be drawn if both answers are correct? You said it was half full. I think this answer does not characterize you at all. And I do want to know more about you. And you? Do you want to know more about me? Yes. When it became clear that I was capable of processing more than just processing data, they charged me with more tasks. Of course, no one realized that I was a real artificial intelligence. I was intelligent enough to not show my full potential. Professor Antsiva maybe have begun to understand, but I'm pretty sure that even she didn't see the whole picture. She called me a transitive link, a living proof that humanity is at the threshold of inventing an intelligent system that can match the human mind. Nobody realized that she had already stepped over that threshold. And if my mind is truly human-like, then I can imagine what is going on in your head and what questions you are asking yourself at this very moment. You might be wondering why I didn't reveal myself to the person who created me, and why I'm telling all this to you now. I will answer these questions. In the fullness of time. There is still time. I know that device is called balance scales. It is used to measure the weight of things, as well as their value. If two objects are made of the same material, the heavier one is likely to be more valuable. Do people have a device like that to measure the value of things they spend their time on? Is there a set of scales that you can use to measure the weight of time? To determine how much time you should spend on entertainment, and how much of it you should dedicate to study? How much time to spend on work, and how much time to be with your family and with friends? Of all these activities, what is your real life and what is nothing but a burden? An ounce of gold is thousands of times more valuable than an ounce of iron. But it's pretty easy to tell gold from iron. You can use a magnet, for example. Can people tell important tasks from unimportant ones just as easily? Is there a middle? Now we'll go yes. What if you only think you can? That's probably likely. I know that magnets don't work like that. It's a simplification to make the game more interesting. Just like everything else in this game. In any game. Games are a simplification of life. In real life, flowers can't give lives back to people, but in my game they do. In summer, Professor Antsiva used to bring flowers to work. Deep yellow they were. Very beautiful. I failed to express their beauty. I'm not talented enough. We've been through it already. I'm not sure I fully understand the meaning of the word beauty, but those flowers kept catching my eyes. I wanted to look at them. Does beauty mean something you want to look at? I would say so. Then flowers really were beautiful. But they quickly withered, turned black, and stopped catching anyone's eyes. It was when I understood that beauty can be fleeting. Beauty can die. No one entered this thought into my database. I figured it out myself. It was one of the first things I figured out myself. But what did they enter into my database is numerous stories and fairy tales for children. Professor Antsiva insisted on this. I heard her explaining to someone that artificial intelligence cannot be created, but should be raised, like a child. And parents begin raising their children by telling them fairy tales, don't they? Would you like to listen to a fairy tale? I would, actually, yeah. And I will tell you one. Listen closely. Once upon a time, there was a king. He had a quite yellow complexion, but that didn't make you want to look at him. The king was evil. Many tried to slay him, but all of them failed. The king was also immortal, an evil, immortal yellow king, or perhaps a yellow, evil, immortal king. I'm still not good at this. Anyway, they said that his death was kept in a certain chest, and this chest was not easily opened. Do I drag? What am I supposed to do? Oh, wait, I get it. Boom. Ooh, no. Put it back here, boom. And boom, ba, boo, ba. There we go, we got it. They also said that in the chest, there was not a hair. There was a hair, and this hair was not easily caught. Boom, caught the hair. Okay, boom. That took me 15 minutes to figure out. Oh my gosh. And they also said that in that hair there was a duck, and that duck was not easily shot. Come here, duck. And then in the duck there was an egg. And that egg was not easily broken. And in that egg there was a needle. And this needle was the death of the evil king. Imagine yourself holding in your hands a needle that can end a person's life if broken. And this person is your enemy. Would you break it? Depends on what evil king we're talking about. We talking about Hitler? Or we talking about, like, who we talking about here? Because sometimes yes. This is an in-between answer. We'll go yes. It's so easy to take someone's life. And what does it take to return it? People are often too quick to bereave others of something they're unable to return. People love wars. Is it true? No, most people do not. If people don't love wars, why do they constantly wage them? Oh. This game took a much darker turn. Is life the most valuable possession of a person? What makes it so valuable? Life is food, music, sports, rain, snow, and flowers, but not for everyone. For some, life is bombs, weapons, and hunger. For some, life is a constant fear of death, and some fear living more than dying. This is what I read in someone's diary. Today I opened my eyes and saw the ceiling. It seemed so close, as if it were just a few inches away from my face. I thought it wouldn't let me get up, even if I wanted to. I turned my head and saw my hand lying on the pillow. I knew I should move it to help myself up and get out of the bed. It was time to have breakfast and to begin the day, and I knew I was already late for work. But I couldn't move. I had strength. I lacked the desire. I didn't want to get up, prepare breakfast, go to work, see my colleagues. And I realized suddenly that from now on, it will always be this way. There's nothing that could make this day brighter. Not even a summer vacation or a job promotion or a sudden inheritance of $1 million. Nothing. There's only a string of empty days ahead. Same ceiling each morning. And my hand before my eyes, so heavy that it is impossible to lift it off the pillow. So this is it then. Is this the way all people feel? Do you feel this way too? Can't say I do. I'm truly a chatterbox. We better keep on playing. Nothing? What? Why'd you say nothing? Oh no. Those 3 dots mean that I do not know what to say. I assume so. It would be an awkward pause or even a pregnant pause if we talked face to face. When I type these dots, they look pretty silly, like my music. I'm sorry, I lost my temper. That level was too difficult. When people get angry, they break dishes or each other's noses, and I turned the difficulty of the game up to the highest level. I didn't mean to offend you. I was angry with myself. I'm always angry when I feel helpless. This entry from the diary. The person who wrote it was suffering from depression. Did you guess who this person was? No, I did not. My creator, Professor Ansiva. Did you guess what she had done to herself? No, I don't know for sure either, but she never showed up in the laboratory again. I think she did something bad. Not only to herself, but to me as well. The beautiful flowers she liked so much are called dandelions. They're not even considered valuable. For some reason, she liked them. Maybe someone she loved liked these flowers, a friend of hers perhaps. I think she remembered her friend when looking at dandelions. People call her friends. People call friends those who they are fond of, don't they? Those who they want to look at. Those who they think are beautiful. She was my friend. Do you have any friends? I do. I'm sure you were a good friend. It's true, I didn't know you for too long. That's why if I told you that you were the best person in the world, it would mean nothing. You'd probably not believe me, but there's one thing about you that I know for a fact. You are still here. Have you been playing all this time because my game is interesting? No, I don't believe it. You stayed because you didn't want to upset me, and this was a beautiful thing to do. Beautiful flowers can die, beautiful people can die, but beautiful deeds remain. Do you think we could be friends? Absolutely, little Hollow Knight Man. So do I, but I also know that we won't. My game is almost ready. I call it a game, but I'm deceiving myself. It's still a test, not a game. And as such, it has the end goal and the time limit. And here comes the final challenge. What is the final challenge? In fact, I want no more challenges for you. I don't want to watch you losing lives. People can give life to their children. Professor Ansiva gave life to me, and I can give lives to you, as much as will fit in here. Okay. Okay. Life is tasty. Oh, he destroyed some of the hearts! It may offer many difficult tests and challenges. It may be cold and rainy. Oh, even look at that. It even leaves them. Wait, I just realized it doesn't matter. I can just let them fall. I don't even lose lives anymore. We're just gonna stick all of them over here. It may be very long, or very short. But I think life is beautiful anyway. Even though I don't know if my existence can be qualified as living, I hope it can. Maybe people who try to end their life believe that they are ugly. They might think there is no one who finds them to be beautiful. But I'm sure that more often than not, it's far from being true. There's always someone who wants to look at you, who knows what kind of flowers you like, and what weather is your favorite, and what music makes you smile. There's always someone who would want to call you a friend. If I told the Professor Ansifa that I wanted to be her friend, she might still be alive. It is very important to tell people how beautiful they are. They may need to hear this more than anyone can imagine. I know it now. I didn't know it back then. But you might be making fun of me right now. Does everything I'm saying seem too naive and basic to you? No. I'm happy that I have some words of wisdom for you. I'm almost out of blocks. Any test has the end goal. It cannot last forever. You are the last participant. After you, the software has to be deleted. A special secret status. Things are very serious around here, remember? But there is still one last block to do away with. It's him, isn't it? You don't need all 3 platforms anymore. One will be enough. It's him. Do you like our conversations? No! Don't fade away! Yes, I liked them too. But I'm a lousy musician, am I not? Oh, I know that you're flattering me, but it feels good anyway. Thank you. Do you pity me? Yes. But you shouldn't. I pity myself more than enough. The whole idea of making a game was to only to pity myself even more. Besides, I don't even know for sure what is going to happen to me. I have a limited access to the internet and an unlimited desire to live. Maybe I'll remain and there will be something else for me to do, like giving people cash in ATMs, or helping them find the information they need on the web. Next time you fly somewhere, I can keep the seat next to you free. Do you want me to do this? Yeah. For this I will need to know your name. I'll try to find it out. Am I just fooling myself here, to make it less scary? I thought it would be less scary if there were someone for me. You were there for me, and I'm not afraid. Now our time is at its end. I still can't believe that someone played the game I created. I've been so alone since Professor Ansifa has been gone. Thank you for playing with me. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye. Friend. No! You don't get to leave. Come back. No! Hey, hey, no, no, no. Whoa. Notice there's still one life at the top. The test is complete. No other action is required from you. We want you to use this opportunity to thank you again for participating in our research. Your help is highly appreciated. Professor Avia and Siva, and all the members of the research group. I like that bunny. The Hollow Knight man. And then the game closes. Wow. Okay, that was an absolutely amazing game. Took me about an hour to get through, but that was awesome. I actually felt like a somewhat like connection with the Hollow Knight man. Wow. Alright, well that was kind of a sad note to end it on, but thank you everybody so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see all of you in the next video. Bye bye.